Alright, this is STAR 2023 Algebra 1, Part 3, 61 through 90 by Professor Alfredo Gil Olivares Jr., 11-11-22. Alright, find the value of f of 1 for the linear function. Okay? How do we do that? Well, I guess and to give her a job, need some money. They're hired right now. Great boss, great food, great work. Over 24 hours, Mom Margie's Cafe. Some money, you need some of this, they have it. They'll help you. You work for them, they'll give it to you. Anyway, if you don't need that right now, let's just figure out this problem, okay? Find the value of f of 1 for the linear function. F of x equals 2x. That means you get put a 1 in there. So 2 times 1 is 2. So f of 1, the linear function, is equal to what? 2. F of 1 equals 2. It's too hard? It's too hard like that? Okay, fine. Somebody use a calculator. Sure, you can get down. Let me get one right now quickly. All right, here we go. This is a graphing calculator. So now, how do we use this machine? We have to go 2 times 1. So how do we do 2 times 1? We go 2 parentheses 1. Does it match? 2 times 1? Yes. And then once you put it in there, hit enter, the calculator will do all the hard work for you. The answer is what? 2. So you can use a graphing calculator. Okay? If you want to, sure. Anyway, we got the first one. Find the value of f of 1 for the linear function. F of x equals 2x. F of 1 is what? 2 times 1 is 2. We're done. Next one. Find the value of f of 2 for the linear function. F of x equals 2 plus 3x. Put the 2 in there for the x. Right there. So now look at this. We have addition, we have multiplication. Please excuse my dear study. Produces the exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Got to do multiplication first. See this right here? Don't add, multiplication. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then after you do the multiplication, you add those together, you're going to get 8. Okay. Or a calculator if you want to. Alright, find the value of f of 2 for the linear function. Again, put it in there. So now it's a little bit trickier because we have negatives in there. So f of 2 equals negative 4 times 2. So a negative times a positive is going to give me a negative. So negative 4 times 2 is going to give you what? A negative 8. So negative times a positive is a negative. Okay? Find the value of f of negative 2 for the linear function. F of x equals 4x. Well, f of negative 2 equals 4 times negative 2. So a positive times a negative, guess what? It's going to be a negative again. It's going to be negative 8. Okay? Find the value of f of negative 3 for the linear function. F of x equals negative 2x. Put it in there. So now we're going to have a negative 2 times a negative. A negative times a negative is a positive 6. A negative times a negative is a positive 6. A little bit different. Find the value of f of negative 2 for the linear function. F of x equals negative 4x plus 1. So let's see. F of negative 2. So put it in there. Multiplication or addition. Nope. Multiplication goes first. This is the order operation. So negative times a negative is a positive 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Find the value of f of 4 for the linear function. There it is. Put it in there. So negative 2 times 4, you got to do the multiplication first. So negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. And negative 8 and negative 4 together, two negative signs, add them up together. Negative 4 and negative 8 together is going to be a negative 12. Find the value of f of negative 2 for the linear function. Put it in there for the x. Again, order operations, do we subtract or do you multiply? We do multiply first. So it's going to be negative times a negative, it's going to be a positive 8. So now you're going to have 2 plus 8 is 10. Find the value of f of 2 for the linear function. So put the 2 in there, just regular 2 in there. But again, do we subtract or do we multiply? We multiply first, this right here. So negative times a positive is a negative. So we have negative 6 and negative 4 together is going to give you a negative 10. Evaluate the function. F of x is 1/10 x, 200. So we're 200. F of 200, 200. So that's going to be 1/10 of 200 or 200 over 10. Divide this and this in your calculator. It's going to give you, guess what? It's going to give you a what? 20. Put it in the calculator. Evaluate the function. So f of 5, that means put a 5 in there. So multiplication, addition, nope, do the multiplication first. So negative times positive is negative 10, plus 260 is a 250. So f of 5 is 250. Evaluate the function f of 4. So let's put it in there. Put a 4 in there for the x. Again, subtraction and multiplication, you got to do multiplication first. So negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. 10 minus 8 is a 2. Evaluate the function, order operations again, put it in there. So you have negative 10 here. So you have subtraction, you have multiplication, do this first. So negative times a negative is a positive 20, and 280 plus 20 is 300. Evaluate the function f of 5, put a 5 in there. Notice, does 5 divide 5? Yes, it does. Does 5 divides 5 exactly one time? Bring it 1. So now we have multiplication, addition, get a multiplication first. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus a 2 is a 0. Evaluate the function. f of x is negative 3/4 x plus 3. Put f0 in there. And 0 times this number, doesn't matter. It's still going to be what? 0. So 0 plus 3 is a 3. Evaluate the function. Again, put the 4 in there for the x right here, right here. So 3/4 of it. And again, does 4 divide 4? Yes, it does. Exactly. It divides it exactly. 4 divides 4 one time. So now we have multiplication, addition. Do multiplication first. Negative times a positive is a negative 3. And then the plus 3 is a 0. Evaluate the function f of 8. So let's put it in there. So put an 8 in there. Now, this is a little bit different because 4 divides 8. No, 2 times. See? 4 divides 8 2 times. And then we have multiplication, addition. So we multiply first. Negative times positive is a negative 6. Plus 1 is a negative 5. Evaluate the function. A little bit trickier one. Negative 1. Put a negative 1 there for the x. Well, let's just multiply this out. A negative times a negative, multiplication first, it's going to be a positive 2/3. So we have 2/3 minus 8/3. Two fractions. Same denominator, so we're going to go 2 minus 8 over 3. So now on top, we have 2 minus 8, numerator, denominator. We have negative 6 over 3. And a negative divided by a positive is going to be a negative 2. Oh, another tricky question with fractions. 2. Put a 2 in there. Put 2 right there. Let's multiply the 2. So multiplication, subtraction, let's do multiplication. So this time this is negative 4 over 3. And negative 4/3 and negative 8/3. Same fraction, same denominator. So let's put them together. Negative 4, negative 8 over 3. Same common denominator right there. See 3. And that's going to be negative 12. So now negative 12, a negative divided by a positive is going to be a negative answer. It's going to be what? Negative 4. Ooh, decimals. That's okay. We can get this. Use your calculator, of course. 5. Put a 5 in there. So 5 times this is negative 62.5 plus 100. 100 minus 62 is going to be 37.5. Evaluate the function. Put a negative 1 in there. So we have a negative 1 side for the x. So we have negative 1. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Multiplication, yes, that's first. So that 0 times that is 0 plus 4 is 4. Evaluate the function again. F of 2, put it in there. Put a 2 in there for the x. So now take parentheses off. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Multiplication first, yes. This first, not that one. This is first in order of operations right here. So negative times positive is a negative, and the negative 6 and the positive 4 is a negative 2. Evaluate the function. Okay, I put it this way. F of x equals 0x minus 6. Okay, but you know what's going to happen, because if you put 4 in here for the x, 0 times that, it's still going to be what? 0. And then negative 6 brings down multiplication first. So 0 minus 6 is a negative 6. Now, this one says f of x, the function, is always equal to negative 6. No matter what you put with x, it's always going to be negative 6 for the answer. So 4, if I put a 4 here, guess what? It's always going to be what? Negative 6. Or think of it another way. This is like saying you have 0x minus 6. The same thing. These are the same. So now, if you put a 4 in there, guess what? That's going to be 0 times that. 0 minus 6. It's still going to be negative 6. No matter what happens, it's always going to be what? Negative 6 for this one. Evaluate the function. Put a 6 in there. Again, put the 6 for the x. But look, can 6 divide 6? Yes, it does. Right here. Easy, easy. 6 divide 6, 1. So now you have multiplication. We have subtraction, multiplication first. So negative times positive is a negative. Negative 1 plus negative 1 and negative 4 is negative 5. Evaluate the function. F of 0. Put a 0 there. But you know, 0 times that, it's going to be 0. Plus 32 is still going to be what? 32. This one. F of 5. Put a 5 in there. Does 5 divide 5? Yes, it does. How many times? 1 time exactly. 5 divides 5, 1. And then multiplication. Then we'll multiplication first, not addition. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 and 32 is 41. Evaluate the function. Put a negative 2 for the x's. There's one there, there's one there. So put a negative 2 there. Put a negative 2 there. Guess what? Let's see what's going to happen here. So we have negative 2, take the parentheses off, take the parentheses off. Negative 2 and 2 is 0. And this is going to be negative 6. 0 times that number is still going to be what? 0. Evaluate the function. Put a 1 in there. So 1 plus 2 and 1 minus 4. So 1 plus 2 is 3 and 1 minus 4 is negative 3. A positive 3 is a negative 3 is a negative 9. Put f of negative 1. Put a negative 1 for the x right here. So negative 1, take the parentheses off. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. 0 squared means 0 times 0. Well, 0 times 0 is 0 plus 4 more. So going to be what? 4. Okay. Well, that's the end of those, guys. That's the end. Alright. So, once you finish all this Algebra 1 star 2023, go to Padre Island, Mustang, somewhere have fun. Or Galakash, go to Hawaii. You know where you go. Hawaii is great. You have surfboards out there. Or Math Monsters, not going to scare you anymore. You know why? Because you studied for the Algebra 1 2023 star. Ew, these guys, no, they're not going to scare you. They're not. Are they more scary than the Algebra 1? Nope. You studied for the Algebra 1 star. Don't worry about it. And this one, nah. This 7 guys, multiplication 7, nah. And 7, 7, there they are. They're not going to be more scary. How about this, guys? Oh, the crunchy one. No, Algebra 1 was more scary. Not anymore. Is this guy more scary than the Algebra 1 test? No, Algebra 1 was more scary. Algebra 1 star 2023. But not anymore. Because you know how to do the Algebra 1. Anyway, Professor Alfredo Galvez Jr. And I will talk to you guys later. Good luck, bye.